Mike, Eric Davis, hey to see Airstream. Quick shout out on the 23-foot Flying Cloud Bunk. I like the decision, your process here, because the step up from the 22-foot Sport to the 23, yeah, it's more cash. But let me tell you, the differences are extensive. I'm going to hit those really quick. The 23 I love because it is the smallest platform that Airstream makes on dual axles and mobile, but yet you can tow it with a small vehicle, you can be rolling. Let's talk about some of the differences. First of all, stainless steel. These guards are impressive because they can be polished and buffed out. They're going to take care of the business. You can't, you can mess with the aluminum, but you can't. The stainless steel is just the go-to stuff. This is all Lexan, and you've got the overhead entry into, which gives you UV protection inside, UV protection out, and you can see out, but you can't see in. Beautiful. You've got dual deep cell batteries. That's two 12-volt deep cell batteries. The Sports Series only offers one battery. This is going to keep you off or on the planet, any way you look at it, longer because you've got more power. And you also have an inverter system here. Your spare tire is hidden. It's a full spare. No UV problems with that. Twin 30s. You went from dual 20s to dual 30s. 60 pounds of propane is a lot of propane. I don't care if you like to take long showers or if you like to use that cooktop, doesn't matter. Power. There's no power on the Sports Series. This is the Barker system with leveling capabilities. This is just the ease of when you hit the campground and you got to do the up and down. Unless you like to crank, I can put a crank on here for you, Mike. It's a beautiful thing. You're a hard-working Cleveland guy. What are you going to do, right? Okay, you have a outside gas quick disconnect port. What that means is if you want to hook up a gas grill, you want to maybe do a space heater, you want an additional propane source, it's right here in the front so that it's not going to mess with your living area. Come on around. This is really what separates this platform from a lot of other platforms on the Airstream lineup. Airstream windows, not HERS windows, so yes, it is a step up. Rain guards or gutters over both. Notice the Vista views. So you've got light that pours into the 23. I love the setup of the 23 Bunk. Come on back. You've got your access panels for your refrigerator, which is on the back side. Very cool. Dual axles with shock absorbers. I have spent more time in the back of an Airstream riding down the road than people have towing them. I know what these things ride like. This axle system is absolutely fantastic. This is your potable water, locked. But the reason it's here is because the tank is situated between the axles. That actually, Airstream will tell you, put a little more water in it as you're rolling down the road. I love the fact that it's a locking potable water resource. Also, outdoor shower, hot and cold running water. What's that? That washes the dogs, the kids, grandma, whoever we need to wash. I love the outdoor shower. Then you have your inlet port for city water. There is a regulator here. You don't need an external regulator. It will limit that power to 65.5 PSI. That's a beautiful thing. Plus it looks cool. Then you have you got the adapter here for your black water flush. Picture, if you will, a umbrella spitting water on the inside of that tank as it spins. That's going to wash the entire black water tank. Also, clean hands. You have your access port here. It does have a LED lamp here, meaning that if that lamp is not illuminated, that means the problem is with the power source, not with my Airstream. I love it. Your sewer is right here, black water and gray water, and you have lighting. You have LED lighting. Then you have your hookup for the cable and satellite. You are wired for satellite. You are wired for solar if you ever so choose to do that. 23 sets up beautifully for many reasons. First of all, outside storage. You've got lighted outside storage, and these are better insulated than the actual trailer itself. You've got a trunk. Everybody loves a trunk. This just gives you the opportunity. You have no bumper on the Sports Series. So moving to the 23, this alone I think is worth the price of admission. LED lighting. Moving from the Sports Series to the Flying Cloud Series, Mike, we go to complete LED lighting inside and out. That frankly is what's going to keep you on the planet, and you're going to use a lot less power. You want to sit and power up the TV, the entertainment, all the lights, fire them up. You can go off grid for days as opposed to hours. Come on around. 23-foot Flying Cloud's going to give you that full aluminum encased zip-D awning that runs the entire length of the unit. Mike, this is where you're going to spend your time outside. I love the inside of the Cloud, but this thing is beautiful. By the way, let's talk some aesthetics here. First of all, the people guard, the kid and dog guard, fully welded screen door. Now, the shaped, I call it the aircraft door from Airstream, has light that permeates into the deck, so more light, which you don't get in the Sports Series. And when it comes to quality, Mike, this is really what it's all about. Airstream will take 8 hours just to produce a single door. I can probably get you one of these boxes made in about 8 hours. It's a beautiful thing. Also, you go to a dual step entry into the Flying Cloud. So this is where it becomes kind of fun. Hey Mike, come on in, check it out. Okay Mike, we're just inside the entry into the Flying Cloud. So this is what's really kind of cool. All of your controls are at your fingertips as you walk in the door. You have the rheostated dimmer switch for all your overhead LED. You have your exterior lighting, which is here. And then you have your battery disconnect at your fingertips. So if you're boondocking and say you're fired up all the lights in here, as you leave the planet, you can hit store on your battery disconnect. That'll cut out everything that you might have left on. Could be a lavatory light, could be an interior light for the wardrobe. So once again, at your fingertips makes all the sense in the world. Okay, to me, what catches your eye as you walk into the Cloud, the beautiful cabinetry, of course, we'll talk about that, but here's what I love. The seating, which is all done in the all golden ultra leather, the opportunity to sleep some people. So I love it, but here is what really does it. The light that pours in. You've got the radius Airstream windows, dual Airstream windows pouring light in. You've got the overhead vistas with shades. You've got the panoramic windows that let light in all around the front. And then, of course, you've got skylights that are dumping light into. So it just creates a very light platform. Not only that, 2, 4, 6, 8. You could easily sit 8 people in a 23-foot platform and be very comfortable. That has to do with the wide body. That has to do with the Cloud itself. Now, don't forget this beautiful cabinetry, how it's made. It's all bolted directly into the framing. There's no screws, there's no glue in this. That's what gives you this beautiful silhouette here. And also remember, we talked about this, Mike, all the lighting is LED lighting. With your inverter system, what that means is you can go off, you can boondock or go off grid for days as opposed to hours, because that inverter system will take that dual 12-volt deep cell battery, turn it into 110 power. You can plug in computers, coffee makers, whatever. So it makes all the sense in the world. I love the setup as you walk into the Flying Cloud. The galley setup in the Cloud's beautiful, from all the lovely Wilson Art laminate, stainless steel cover for your cooktop, high output 3-burner range. You've got this beautiful silhouetted European venting fan, which, by the way, forget the storage, gives you access because it's vented below your storage, which I think is just fantastic. And then if you go below, you've got this beautiful pantry setup for all of your goods, and then you have, of course, you've got the oven combined with convection microwave. But I mean to tell you, in the 23, You want storage? Guess what, Mike? We got storage. This is completes, if you will, mid-deck galley. From that, you've got refrigerator, freezer. It's Dometic. It also gives you the opportunity to use this with either propane or shore power. What that means is, if you're in your garage, your driveway, and you unplug, you're still going to freeze your stuff as you're rolling down the road. Then when you get to your destination, it's got a brain. It immediately switches over to electric when you plug into shore power. Convection microwave gives you the opportunity to bake cookies in the middle of August. It's a beautiful thing. You've got the high output Dometic system as far as your AC is concerned. So obviously mid-deck in the 23, wow, sets up beautifully. Come on back. Okay, as we move back into the master, you have the opportunity, Mike, to close off. So of course, if you've got guests, you can still have your own space, if you will. Now we've moved into twin wardrobes. You've got dueling wardrobes across the aisle from each other. Then you move into the vanity area. Whoever's going to love this, but it's all, you've got a lot of storage, you got a lot of lighting, you got a lot of mirrors, stainless steel, and once again, more storage. So the vanity setup in this is beautiful also because it's perpendicular to the lavatory. Someone could be using the lavatory. Check this out. Pedestal toilet, dual windows, and they got that porthole thing going on. You've got overhead fan into a stand-up shower. So obviously for a 23-foot platform, self-wicking shower, the lavatory sets up beautifully, and it's not encroaching on all the lovely space you've got in this 23. This is now the showcase, of course, of the 23 is going to be the setup with the dual bed moving over to the overhead bunk. Don't discount the fact if you're not traveling with 5 people, 6 people, whatever. Great storage area, so you could certainly dump all your stuff into the overhead storage area on the bunk itself. And then of course you've got the dual bunk, you've got windows galore, and by the way, Mike, you've got dual fantastic fans, both fore and aft. The fantastic fans are they're gonna draw tens of thousands of cubic feet of air. So if you're boondocking and you can't use the overhead AC, certainly you can pull all kinds of light through here. So this is kind of the showcase of the 23. That's the combination of the bunk with the dual. Works out beautifully, especially if you got people. Mike, in the vanity area on the 23, what's great is hidden out of view is all of the controls. So you have your Dometic heating and cooling system. That is a set it and forget it mentality. You'll never go outside to light any pilots. You can handle all of your heating and cooling from right here. You don't have to go to the source. Then all of your lighting is here. Your rheostated lighting for the master bedroom is here. And then also your ignition switches for either propane or electric on your water heater. Also a GFI outlet, so everything is at your fingertips in the Flying Cloud. Still a lot to talk about, Mike. Haven't even hit on the TVs. Haven't talked about a little more of the storage access, the computer system that you have on the 23, the entertainment system. But obviously I'm lounging here in the lap of luxury, dreaming about the Cleveland Browns winning the national championship. Is it a dream? I'm afraid so, but we can all dream. Anyway, the 23-foot Flying Cloud. Mike, give me a shout out. Let's talk a little bit about it. I hope you're doing okay. And we'll talk numbers and see what we can put together. I want to thank you once again. My phone, Eric at Hadesy, it's area code 614-279-8880, or you can get me email eric@hadesy.com. Mike, enjoy the journey and happy camping.